All right. How's it
How's it
going?
going, man? How's it going? Good.
It's going good.
Yep. Got
All
me a
right.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, I should have got a drink too. Shit.
Yeah, I'm drinking a vanilla Coke myself. All right, now that we've gotten the promotions out of the way.
I'll keep the label
Sponsors.
pointed this way.
Yeah. Sponsors are out of the way. Let's just hop into it because this is something that I've been playing the shit out of these past couple of days because it was on sale through Xbox's spring sale.
Oh shit.
And, yeah, it was a pretty good deal. I got the gold edition of the game, which came with 3 of the DLCs, and I guess there's still 2 dungeons or something like that. But it's Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't played much of it. I'm only like level 13 of like 600 or something like that. But it's a similar situation where Destiny had a light level, where you reach a certain level, and then after that,
Right.
the better gear you get increases your level. I'm assuming is what it's going to be like with this game. But yeah, it feels kind of weird because when I look at it, it doesn't look as good as Skyrim. But I guess it's not, it's not supposed to. Obviously, this is a completely different, take on the series, and it's an MMO. But I don't know. I enjoy the shit out of it just because I'm an Elder Scrolls fan. I was going to see if I know Zach Edwards here with us. He's not a big fan at all of the Bethesda series of games.
Yeah, and I'm not a
You're not a
Not
huge
a ESO.
RPG fan, are you?
not a what?
You're not a big like RPG fan, are you? I don't
No.
remember you ever being a big fan of them.
No, I don't do much RPGs. I mean, Tyler was showing me Smite. I feel like that's kind of
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, you get skill points and stuff. I've always wanted to play that game because one, it's free. And it's cool. It's a cool game. Cool idea.
Well, no, that's a very interesting take because it's like when you think of role playing game, you think of like, well, I'm going to assume this role of, defender of the realm and
Yeah.
uniter of the people, and I'm going to go
Like-
do all this bullshit, or
Yeah,
I'm going to go and
customization.
sabotage the world, or whatever. You play a role. Well, with Smite and another game that I want to talk about here in a minute, you play like a different like attack role, defense role, or support role. In that sense, it's not so much that like there is obviously no story to Smite. It's all player versus player and that type of deal. You buy items and you build your character and shit. I was really overwhelmed by it. I'm still pretty overwhelmed by it. It was actually just on sale. They have this thing. It's on PS4 and Xbox One. Probably PC as well, but you spend I know it's like $30 or 40, I can't remember. No, it's probably 30 because it was half off and I got it for 15. But every god that ever comes out and every god up that's been released right now is free with this. So I spent $15 and got that, and they have like something like 86 different playable characters. Like that's
Jesus,
just a
really?
huge fucking that's a huge fucking roster, and it's all broken into like.
I remember when it first
warrior-
came out, it was
sorry,
like
what?
6.
Yeah. I remember seeing the Achievement Hunter video
Yeah,
where they did that, and they had like the Smite tournament. That was when I first heard about it, but I was like, I'll pass on that. But I mean, little did I'm. It's probably good that I waited because, I don't know. I probably should have got in at the ground level, and then I could be like, I could know what all the gods do and shit like that
Right.
instead of being like, oh, well, what does he do? What are his abilities and shit like that? But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy that. I was going to say now the new Overwatch update has just come out. I know, Zach England, you're not a big Overwatch guy. Edwards, me and you play that shit every night. We were just playing competitive last night.
Yes, we lost the last one.
Yeah, we didn't have to admit that could have just been on the portfolio. They, if they wanted to do the digging, they could have found that information.
I think it was assumed we lost.
It was
screwed up.
Yeah, it's annoying that people. We were playing competitive, which, hey, what does competitive mean? You're going to be a tryhard and you want to like win, So I don't understand why not everyone would join the team chat. So that everybody is speaking on the team. There's only 6 of us. I mean, fuck, me and Zach left our party.
Sure.
We had another guy. It was actually only 3 other people because 3 of us were in a party together. All 3 of us left our party to go to game chat so we could all like fucking speak to our team and win.
Uh-huh.
And only one other person was in there. So it was like these two other guys. One of them was our healer, and another character by the name of Junkrat, which for the maps and the situations that we were in and the characters we were playing against, completely unneeded. I mean, I guess he's kind of good because he could have blasted him. You know, we were playing on Elos. I think that's how you say it, right?
Yeah, it was
Eos from Mass Effect.
No, yeah. It's in Greece, I guess, because that's.
Right.
I really wish you would play Overwatch, Zach. I mean, you probably wouldn't enjoy it because you don't have. None of us have PlayStation 4, but if you join the X race, then you could. No, I'll pass on that thing. It just. I meant to tell you this, Zach Edwards. Zach England just got a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you liking that?
It's pretty fucking sweet, actually. Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to say much anyway because there's really only like 4 games for it, and everybody really only got it for one. But I mean, as a console itself, it's definitely got a shit ton of potential. That's amazing because it's just one of the most creative things I've ever seen made. But like as of now, just with it's cool. It's a sweet console, and Zelda's awesome. I'm pumped for like the new Mario games coming out, and down the line a Pokemon game will be fucking sweet.
Yeah, holy! I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm excited for that Mario game as well.
Yeah, the Mario Kart Remastered comes out the 28th, and then the Mario Odyssey comes out soon.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey, that's what it is.
It's gonna be great because I haven't played a Mario game in like years.
I think it was like Galaxy was, or I can't remember what it was, but I was on the very last level. Could not
the one Mario game I always remember vividly is fucking Super Mario Sunshine, and I'm pretty sure that's what Odyssey is based off of, like a more open-ended game like that.
I remember seeing a video of some modder doing and it was you've probably seen it on Reddit too. Yeah, where they put Super Mario Sunshine on the Unreal Engine 4.
Oh yeah,
and like I was like, holy god!
I saw someone put a Halo on an Unreal Engine the other night, and that looked sick. It was wicked.
The original amazing. Halo, like the first one, Combat Evolved.
No, they had like different maps. They had I think Blackout. That might be the name from the Halo 3 remake, but it was a Halo 2 map. But they also had one from 3 it all looked amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the gameplay of any of those games recently, so I don't know how well Halo 3 aged or not. Because I remember when it came out, when we all were playing it, the game was good looking. It was pretty. I mean, looking now, obviously, because everything's going to be dated, I kind of assume the textures are going to look like shit. But looking back, I remember that game being pretty, and that game was awesome when we all played it. Oh, God. Those are the days, man.
But yeah, like back to that Super Mario Sunshine. I remember just trying to get all the black goo everywhere. I think that was that might have been for something. Anyways, might have been a mission or something you just did.
Yeah, and I think that progressed you through the main story, and then who was the villain in that? Was like a reverse Mario, right, with the fucking paintbrush?
Yeah. That is right. Yeah, I think he was like a painted weird Mario.
Yeah, it was a fucking cool game. That game was hard too.
Yeah. That definitely should. They should remake. They should think about that. Like, because I think when you would be trying to fight him, he would be throwing down paint as well.
Yeah. That's the one thing that's cool about fucking the new Zelda. It's I've only ever played 2 Zeldas. I played the very original first one, which when I played that, I couldn't fucking beat it because it was hard as shit. And then I played.
You were probably young too, right?
I was young when I played it, so that was also part of the reason. And then I played another one on the GameCube, which I think was I don't remember which one it was.
Was it Wind?
It wasn't Wind Waker. It was one. Actually, you know what? It might have been. I never beat it. I only played a little bit of it. But I remember that also being kind of not hard or confused. I don't know. I just don't remember. I don't think I got into it. But the new one it's fucking sweet. They don't walk your hand through it for being like not a kid's game, but Zelda's kind of it wants to also be accessible to kids because I mean it's a Nintendo game and console. but it doesn't walk your hand through anything. It's fucking sweet, and it's just there's so much. It literally like this is how I've been describing it since watching gameplay of it and now playing it. It's literally Zelda meets The Witcher. Like it's like the inventory is identical to The Witcher. The detail in it's basically how much detail The Witcher has put into it. Like it's crazy.
I never played that, but my cousin actually bought his wife Taylor the Switch back there, and she's been playing that game too.
Yeah.
But one thing, do you think they'll add applications to it? Because they don't, or apps, you know,
like DLC.
Well, no, they've said that they're going to add apps to it.
Well,
they're coming, like the Netflix and the Hulu.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sure they said. They already have. They have something like that already on it. Not Netflix, but there's a bunch of apps you can get on already. But you can already buy a bunch of stuff from the eShop, like Shovel Knight's on it. I was gonna get it, but I got enough fucking games to play, so I'm not gonna spend. I'm not gonna spend $22 on that or however much it is. But there's still a bunch of stuff on it now. I mean, it's brand spanking new because I think what they're waiting for before adding any of that is they're gonna go the route that Sony and Microsoft are doing, is where you have to pay for a subscription, and that starts fall, I think. So like if you want to access apps and use stuff through Wi-Fi and online, you have to pay for a subscription online. So I don't know what they're calling it, but it's like the same thing as Xbox Gold or whatever, Gold membership, whatever that shit is. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'll probably get like a random card every 3 months to get updates through games, but other than that, I won't. I'll just use it just to play Mario games and Pokemon whenever there is one.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a cool system, and I mean, it's definitely one of those things that would be sweet to have a bunch of friends to have too. Because I mean, like it would be. I mean, granted, you can do it online, so it wouldn't be as nostalgic as playing on the same TV. But like going way back, everybody playing Mario Kart together and shit like that. Like I'm sure there'll be a new Mario Party coming out soon. Like it's gonna be fucking cool.
I'll tell you what, one of my new favorite Nintendo games actually was one that came out on the Wii. I don't think they came out with one on the Wii U, and they've had a couple on DS and stuff like that, and even the older generations. But it's essentially Mario Party, but WarioWare.
Oh,
and
okay. Oh yeah.
It's just like the weirdest fucking mini games, dude, that are like so out there, and it's like not only is Mario Party a perfect drinking game, this game also goes in tune with that. But this one's just so absurd. Like it's like, what the hell am I doing, man? I don't understand, but it's perfect, and I'd love to see something like that on Switch. Yeah, I kind of was disappointed by 1-2 Switch. I'm going to say that. Go ahead.
I wonder if they did bring a WarioWare back. I'm not sure how much stuff was in that game, but being on a new console, you know, and how much they can put on it now, I wonder how many things they could think of and just put on there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for like since once the Nintendo eShop starts getting more popular, I'm waiting for them just to pop in a bunch of remastered stuff. And because I don't know if that's just transferable or they're going to have to like remaster it again to release it on the Switch.
Wasn't the GameCube Virtual Console coming to Switch? You're going to be able to play GameCube games on your Switch?
Yeah, the Switch.
That would be
that's
amazing.
Hold on. Switch not that. If console don't want I'm not sure about that, but it's not. The Switch is not backwards compatible with other digital titles from previous consoles. But that's what I'm most excited for because I mean I want to start getting into a bunch of games that I missed out on, especially when they remaster them. Like I want to play not all, but the big Zeldas. Because I mean, you look at Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, the one that just came out. They're literally all ranked on like the top 10 best video games ever made, and those are all the same fucking company making the game.
That whole time you were talking about your brief little your little spiel about your Zelda history, I wanted to go into mine because for me, I played A Link to the Past as a kid.
That one too. Those are all ranked in the best video games ever made. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I played it on what was it, like the Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah,
that's
I think
what it came out. And it was like, not only did I love what the game looked like, but I fell in love with the story and just the whole atmosphere. I'd never played anything like that, and my mom played the shit out of it.
It looked a little bit like Pokemon. It looked a little bit like Pokemon Ruby or something like that.
Yeah, it did have a Pokemon feel to it, and then that's probably why later on I loved Pokemon so much. But I remember getting a Game Boy, and then they relaunched that, and then on the Game Boy, and then my mom hogging my Game Boy and playing that more than me, and then when I did play it, it was just this is exactly how I remember it. But so from there, I didn't play anything Zelda related until we got a Wii U, and I got Wind Waker, which was like a Wii re-release of a GameCube, and it was like an HD remastered.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy God, well, I got to go back and start playing some fucking Zeldas. And then I got Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, and I've been playing that steady. And as soon as you say top three, it's in one of those games where it's top games of all time. Once you play, you're like, this is when you put yourself in that mindset of when it came out, this has got to be mind-boggling. Who thought that this was going to be a thing that would just take off like it did?
And what was the one? So we said Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, Twilight Princess. That's that's another one that's fucking ranked as high as shit. But is Twilight Princess the one that came out with or at the time of the Wii?
I think that's Wii U, right?
Let me. No, it did come out with the Wii. So I don't know if that was a launch title, but I remember when the Wii was first out, and that was what they were pretty much showing with it. And I was watching because they were showing Link fishing and shit like that, and doing stuff that hadn't been in Zelda yet, and then just more miscellaneous stuff in the game. I'm like, this is fucking crazy, and it almost seems like I don't know the timeline with all the Zeldas, which one came when, but I know it definitely sounds like and feels like they've only gotten better as they make them, which doesn't make sense because there's so many of them and they just keep making them, and they're essentially not the same game every time, but you don't feel like you're new to it, if that makes sense. And then I guess it's kind of the same thing. That's what kind of strays me from Final Fantasy. I only ever played one not number one, but a random one on the Game Boy when I was a kid, and I thought it was one of the hardest things I've ever played. I don't understand those games even now, but that's why I'm so afraid of getting into them. I know you can just jump into some of them, especially the most recent one that was released, but I have no clue about anything. I don't know anything about the world, the universe, the characters, and I know they're not all the same thing and whatnot, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah, well, the thing I guess with Final Fantasy is not all of them connect. I guess, right? That's the whole thing. So
they just jump around, and
I got the new one for Xbox, and it's beautiful to look at. The game is gorgeous, and the story's there. You know what I mean? It's that's the whole thing with Final Fantasy games. I enjoy the gameplay more than I do the story. Story, I'm like, oh, okay, characters, dialogue. I don't give a fuck about.
That was the big thing with that. The big complaint about that new one is the story wasn't bad. It just, I think people were saying it made no sense. Because that's Final Fantasy's usually big. I guess they get kind of high regards and everything, because they usually come out. We talked about that not too long ago.
The voice acting is
actually
fantastic. Really good. The game, like I said, the gameplay is amazing. It's just what you're saying. The story is kind of lacking.
Yeah. But and when it comes down to games like that, a lot of times if you get kind of sucked in with the gameplay and just the alternate stuff there, it can kind of make up for not so much a shit story, but a lackluster story that's just could be better. If everything else is there and makes up for it, I feel like you can kind of say it's. I mean, not give it a perfect review, obviously, because they're going to be the story sucks. But I mean, there's always stuff. But you know what I mean. You can get sucked into gameplay more than the story.
One thing to say about Final Fantasy 15 is, in my opinion, the gameplay is comparable to that of a Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, yeah, right.
The way that you it's not. You're not standing in a line and doing different attacks and taking turns. You're not doing that. It's not that that's bad. I enjoy that too.
Sure.
I like that. But this is exactly like Kingdom Hearts, where you're locking on, and using your abilities on the fly, and it's interesting gameplay, and I really like. My biggest complaint with I think a lot of people's. And after this, I just want to go back and I want to hear Zach Edwards' Zelda history. But my biggest complaint with Final Fantasy 15 is the lack of armor. There's literally, you wear the same fucking thing the entire game. But the one thing you change is your fucking jacket. Yeah, I'm getting hot. I want to take my jacket off. I'm getting cold. I'm gonna pop my jacket on. You're like, what the fuck?
I don't think there's ever been like a thing with that with Final Fantasy though. They're all RPG. There ever is. You're right. Yeah, they're all RPG, but like they're RPG with how like you set your squad up and how you.
The weapons look different. Okay,
there's that. I mean, that's definitely one thing that I've always really enjoyed about some games is item like open world and especially open world RPG games is the item system and how unique they are. That's the one thing that The Witcher is crazy detailed on is you get, I don't know if you guys play The Witcher or not, but you get like there's a crafting tab that you can look at and you learn certain things to craft, and you can learn like alchemy substances that's craft which will make bombs or oils that you can put on your sword to be stronger against certain types of monsters. But then you can craft like weapons. Well, you don't personally craft them. You have to go to a blacksmith and they craft them. But like, I'm still learning new ones, and I'm only like a level 15. And there's swords that I can't even craft because they're like level 54. That's what's required. And I'm like, and I'm still finding ones because there's like 1,000 side quests, and there's a whole tab of quests that are just treasure hunts for stuff like this. And like, it's overwhelming because I'm like, I need to write this down because I don't know what sword I would want at the time anyway. It tells you which ones are better when you're comparing, but like, there's like 50 steel swords that I have, and then there's 50 silver swords because you have separate swords, and it's crazy. And then same thing with the armor. You can craft separate gauntlets. You can craft chest armor, boots. And you can't do helmets because they want to show Geralt's face.
Yeah, that pretty boy face, right?
Yeah.
You think he's a good-looking character?
He's all right. I mean,
he's a very good-looking man.
Yeah, he's a cool. Especially when you groom him up, like he can look pretty good. And the game's fun too because it has an actual beard system in it, which I didn't know. I read that the other day. Like if you were to travel from like Novigrad, which is like a north big city, to I forget what this most southern city is. If you were to just travel to it on horse, which I think is like a 15-minute ride, if you're just kind of jaunting along on your horse, he'll actually start growing more facial hair.
What?
Yeah, like I was reading that, and I'm like, shit, that's kind of cool.
I'm actually going to go do that now. When we're done with this episode, I'm actually going to go get on Witcher, and I'm going to go grow a beard. And I did not know you could do that.
I don't know if his hair gets longer. I don't think his hair does because that's a big customizable thing. But I do remember reading that it said like there's a beard growth system in it. I'm like, what asshole was told to code that? Like, you're going to work on bearding
for the entire
the whole
2-year
5
project,
months that we have
beard guy.
But overall though, I don't know what we were talking about in regards to that, but yeah.
No, just the fact of being able to customize your character's armor and see a visual difference and things like that.
I mean, that's the whole point of the role playing. I mean, if you're not going to get the role playing like Mass Effect where you have to select a certain profile or a certain idea. I like the idea of how you can customize each, like Fallout 4 definitely had that right, where each arm was separate armor.
Every Bethesda game has that right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. All right,
now Zach.
If we can return to a topic, I want to hear because Zach is actually a pre-seasoned Nintendo guy. No,
I didn't have too much.
You're a seasoned Nintendo guy. You had a 64, and then you had the GameCube, and then that was it. But you're a pretty seasoned guy, so let's hear.
I was more, on the Mario Brothers side. I played Mario.
Go on.
No, it was Metroid Prime. That one was fun.
Close, yeah. I can see I get those confused. But I that was actually one of those Nintendo games I never got to play. But it just kind of didn't interest me. I don't know why. It just seemed kind of boring. And it always seemed hard to me. I always died a lot, too, when I did try to play it.
Yeah, and you and me, Tyler, not too long ago, we talked about side-scrollers, and wasn't one of the main Metroid side-scrollers?
Yeah,
there was one of those.
Yeah.
But I didn't play that one. I played the one on GameCube.
The one on GameCube.
That one highly revered. People love that one.
That one was awesome.
That
was the only one I beat.
That's another one. When I was mentioning once the Switch gets some remastered, I'm hoping they do something with Metroid. At least maybe either a new one or a remastered of one of the older ones, because I have never played one of those either.
Now, what was the name of the Metroid game, Zach?
Wasn't it
Fusion, right? Metroid
No,
Fusion?
it was just... it was the first one.
I'll look it up. The very original one was that 8-bit side-scroller. That was just called Metroid.
I'm talking about the one for the GameCube that you played, Zach.
I'm trying to find
that one was like first-person shooter, right? Like it was first-person?
Yeah, you can go first-person. And then
Did you go first-person a lot?
There was Metroid Prime.
Well, yeah, I think it was all... Yeah, it was Metroid Prime. That one.
Right.
I think it was all first-person, I believe.
Yeah, so that's how you knew, you're like, man, I got to play Call of Duty.
No.
I'm gonna...
Well, that came out.
I started off with Halo. I was always like, fuck Call of Duty.
Well, that's the thing where I'm different too. I was always Medal of Honor because I was playing Medal of Honor Frontlines when that.
Yeah, I remember Medal of Honor.
Yeah, that game was fucking good, and they had the funny ass cheat codes where the Nazis would have big hats. You can see them hiding behind walls.
That's hilarious. I don't remember. I remember playing Medal of Honor. What is it Frontline Assault? Is that for PlayStation 2? I'm just not being a fan of that because I was a stupid kid and I couldn't beat it.
Well, they were definitely a game series that was kind of the opposite of Call of Duty. They got worse as they made more. Because I remember what the fuck? When did Medal of Honor Warfighter came out in 2012? What else came? Was that Call of Duty 3?
Ghost,
not 3. I mean, Modern Warfare 2.
Dude, the funny thing is
oh no!
It took them the longest to get out of that World War II era of games. Everybody else is making new shit, and they're just like, "All right, we'll finally put one out there."
All right, geez,
it's just a Battlefield clone.
Yeah. Well, you know what's sad too? How it works, how the trend work is. I don't know if I don't think I'm in the minority because I've already read enough about it from Reddit and heard people say it, but I'm definitely sick of modern and future.
Yeah.
But I don't World War II. If one game went back to it or had maybe a DLC that was back to it, I wouldn't mind that. Do you remember? I think Tyler. I think you played it with me. You remember Battlefield's fucking Vietnam add-on? I think it was Battlefield Bad Company 2, and it had a Vietnam add-on or something like that.
No, yeah, I remember playing that.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah.
We put in a lot of hours.
Oh god, yeah, we were good at it too. But
yeah, we were top 5.
it just makes you wonder, why the hell didn't they make a full game based around that theme? Because there's been a few Vietnam games, but they've always been shit. I think there was a Battlefield Vietnam, but it was on PC.
I think it's just if an American game company did it, how can you paint them in a good light?
Yeah, you really can't. It's kind of a shit war.
Yeah, Americans kind of fucked up. Yeah. Anyways, let's not get too political. Another game. Well, I wanted to ask you. Xbox just recently had their little spring sale that came and went. Was there anything like that on PlayStation 4?
Yeah, there was. I didn't pay any attention to it. I don't think They have a small sale right now that I just looked at. It's not really any. It's a bunch of indie games, but the big sale, I don't think it's over. You said right?
Well, for Xbox it is. It was only until the 17th.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No, I don't think I ever looked at it. Then I missed out on it. I'm sure. I think a lot of times they are similar with Microsoft because it's probably a big mass. Advertisement thing. If one game says they're going on sale, I would assume if it's both on the Xbox store and the Sony store, I feel like they would just drop the price on both of them because it'd be kind of stupid not to. But I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, probably Steam too. No, yeah. I was just gonna say too, really quick, another game that I wanted to see on your PS4 whenever we hang out again. Maybe we can rent it or something from like Redbox and try it for a night.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, I don't. That game, I don't know. People say it looks beautiful, but like, it just doesn't interest me. I want to try. Fucking goddamn it! Now you made me lose my train of thought. Persona 5. Jesus.
Oh yeah, did that come out already? I know people were waiting for it.
Oh, I don't. Is it out? I thought it was out.
I don't think it is. I think it's coming out. Oh, wait, where? January? Oh yeah, okay, it did. April 4th.
Oh sweet.
Yeah,
I seen like a trailer for it. Just the way that game's like looks, like it looks beautiful. I don't know anything about the series, but
yeah, I was about to say that too. I don't know shit about it. The reception though for is
no, people aren't allowed to stream it.
Not critical acclaim, tied as the third highest rated PS4 game on Metacritic, behind GTA 5 and The Last of Us. So I guess it's good.
Probably one of the games that was on sale through PlayStation 4 and the Xbox ring sale. The questionable Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't know.
That was on sale already.
Yeah, it was. It was on sale. And
what was it at?
I think it was just like $40.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna be fucking pissed if it's like, yeah, well, $15. we need more sales.
$3. Please buy it.
We'll pay you. I mean, people are shitting all over that game, and it's they're definitely still updating it and fixing a lot of it, because most of the issues people were having with it were technical issues, which I think is, I mean, it's understandable. Like if it's game breaking, then it's definitely understandable. Like you fucking play like a shit ass Assassin's Creed that's released and you can't even complete the game because there's so much shit breaking it. I can understand that, but Mass Effect. I mean, I'm reading Wikipedia and it says praise was directed at the game's improved combat and visuals. The combat is like ridiculous how good it is. It's like super fluent with the gunplay and the actual doing the biotics and stuff like that, and any kind of like power moves you have if you're like whipping grenades and shit like that. And then it says criticized for its animation, dialogue, story, characters, and technical issues. Technical issues and animations, I feel like is the same thing. The animations, I've only noticed one really, really bad one, and it's when you're sprinting. And it's only when you're sprinting like around an area that you're just moving around to go talk to people. The dialogue, story, and characters, that's a big 50-50. It's not, there's some characters that are interesting as hell, and then there's some that doesn't make any sense. Like there's, the Krogan, the weird like turtle looking people. When they have
my favorite.
Yeah, they're freaking awesome. But the female ones, at least I think there's two of them. There's two females that I've met already in Mass Effect Andromeda. Their voices don't match at all. The voice acting's not bad. It's just it doesn't fit. Like it doesn't make sense. It sounds like it's like a British girl just talking. And so you're just like, that's not what a turtle should sound like. I don't know. But as of story, the story is kind of it's not Mass Effect 1 through 3 story, because I mean that's hard to match, and they don't have the same team of writers. But there's a lot of stuff that's not really answered. Like I don't think they've ever explained why you're in Andromeda instead of the Milky Way, because you're looking for a new place to call home for not just humans but all species. And so you have these giant ships called arcs that house the Turians, all those alien species in the game. But like they don't explain why you're in Andromeda. And I'm assuming from what I've gathered, it's just this rich person's idea. That's what the whole plan and whatnot was started from some billionaire from Earth, I think, that wanted to just travel the untraveled before. And other than that, though, like I don't really. Like, I'm following what's going on as of now, what I'm doing, but, like, the background for all this, it's kind of blurry still, I think. But it's definitely not like 8.5, 9 out of 10. Like I would rank Mass Effect 1. Well, Mass Effect 1 and 2 are probably like 9.5 out of 10.
Life-changing games, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah. I actually like felt shit between Mass Effect 1 and 2. But I mean, I'd give it a 7.5.
Let me say, like, I haven't played a game since that has made me so, like, oh my god, I'm so happy I bought this sequel because it's exactly where the first one like they did such an amazing job and exactly what you're talking about. Of like, I felt shit from the first one to the second one, and then not only from the second one to the third one. I didn't complete the third one, but like the second one, like I remember you're doing the suicide mission and false move, dude. You're like, no, all right, I gotta restart. I can't do this. Dude, he can't die.
I don't remember if it was 2 or 3, but fuck, I don't remember. Three's ending. I never played the original 3 ending. I played it after they did the update, which which I didn't think was. People still thought the update didn't really fix anything. It still kind of felt like your decision didn't mean shit, but because you were left with 3 decisions or something like that. But what I think hit me the most with Mass Effect 3 ending was its Shepard's story ending, and if you played 1, 2, and then you're finishing 3, you're like, it's you. It's not. I mean, it's a character written, but you're the one playing it. You'd made all the decisions in each game and shit like that, and then you're ending your story. And I mean, it hits hard if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it and you're forcing yourself through it, then you're not gonna care. But yeah, I remember. I think it was Mass Effect 2 when you did the suicide mission. I think when I first beat it, I lost like 1 or 2 people, and I'm like, shit. Like I feel bad.
Fuck.
And I mean that's exactly how The Witcher is too. The Witcher, I just completed a side quest from a main quest. Like it branched out so much that it became a side quest, and it resulted in basically my fault. And a guy ended up hanging himself because he lost a loved one, basically because of my fault. And I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, this ended really bad.
Fuck. Well, I'm gonna get off my PlayStation 4 now.
I'm gonna go fucking
do something else.
I'm gonna go kill myself. But Zach, did you play any of the Mass Effects?
No, I wasn't a big fan of Mass Effects. Chris and them did, man.
I can't run and shoot.
He would. That's what I was gonna say. You would like the online. I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda's online still kind of screwy because I think the servers are just shit right now. But that's probably one of the technical issues that are being complained about. But Mass Effect 2, me and Tyler played the hell out of that online because of the way it was just...
That reinvented the game.
It was just so perfect. And I think you would like that too because it's fast-paced and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of different stuff you can do with it. A lot of variety with how you play it.
I got to get like pushed into a game and just like forced to buy it.
Come on, asshole.
Well, no. Speaking of forced into buying a game, I mean... Like
you showed me Overwatch beta, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I wanted to download it. I only buy like a game here and there, you know. And I kind of don't look into much of the games. I don't read about them beforehand.
Yeah, I have to beat them over the head with it. I'm like, come on, dude, just download it. It's a free beta. Just try it with me. I don't know, man.
Free beta? That sounds expensive. What?
Well, no, that's the other thing. My internet as well. I'm limited.
That's true, yeah. I mean, that does kind of stray you away from a lot of stuff. That's why you got to kind of cater to some single-player games. And you feel?
Oh, yeah. I thought the call just went out.
Oh, no, I don't think it did.
No.
That pause was like weird. Yeah.
No, but speaking of being forced into buying a game, you know, Wildlands was a perfect example of me being like, dude, just come on, buy it. Everybody else is buying it. You can play it with us. It's a lot of fun.
You went out and got every gun? Because I don't have every gun.
Yeah, I got every Kingslayer file, every gun, every attachment, and I beat all the story missions. I got to go back and redo the alternate. No,
I always forget you can fast travel or something.
Yeah, fast traveling is easy as hell, man. That's what makes it. But I mean, you still need to call in your helicopter and shit to go get all your stuff. So I mean, it's still a little bit of traveling. I don't just fast travel all over the map. I fast travel to the region and then just fly around with a helicopter. But
I used to go like 15 kilometers, and I'm like, is there an easier way?
I'm tired of fucking running. But no, Zach, the way I don't know if you've played England. Of course, I'm speaking to you. I don't know if you played Wildlands, but it's basically little town, like different regions and stuff like that. And,
I've watched gameplay on it.
Yeah, so there's different branches to this Bolivian cartel gang, and you got to go and take out all the different bosses and shit. And throughout this, you acquire badass weapons as well as attachments for said weapons. And that was one of the things that just drew me to this game was, one, how customizable your character is. So you could look like you were just coming out of like a church meeting. I don't know, a church.
What the hell's a church meeting?
I don't know. You can look like you're coming out of church, or you can look like you're coming off the golf course, or you can look like a badass army, guy. It's so cool the amount of customization that you have, and then the gameplay itself is a lot of fun, and the story is really top notch. It really drew me in. I was really impressed by it.
Dude, like I said at the end, you finished it, right?
I loved it,
dude.
Spoilers.
It was cool. She did what she did, but I was working towards the whole time to get it myself.
You wanted to take the shot,
and she did it just like so subtly. She's like, not subtly, but it's just so quick.
No, yeah, you're right. No, it's kind of just like, pow, and then like shot him, then he falls down, and then just shoots him. Like shit. Well, fuck. Well, this has all been for nothing. And then the new DLC is coming out. It's gonna add like, I think 3. What did I say earlier? I can't remember. I said 3 or 4.
But we gotta respect,
Yeah, we gotta pour one out for Sueño. Pour 40 out for her.
Scavenging food or something. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I say, the story was really good.
In Bolivia? She gotta stay in Bolivia now?
I don't know. I think she's on the run.
Mm-hmm.
But
go on.
All right. I'll stop talking about Wildlands. Another game recently that I've been playing, I kind of wanted to see if Zach had any interest. Zach England. No offense to you, Edwards, but did you say sorry for spoiling it?
Yeah, if you were to ever, I think we just kind of.
I said spoilers before, so luckily, if people were listening, they would have heard that and been like, but Lego Worlds is one of the games that I've been playing a lot. It came out the same exact day that Wildlands did, and it's quite possibly one of the best randomly generated world games I've played since Minecraft. I know there's been a bunch of knockoffs of Minecraft, but this one is awesome. You get little Lego blocks. You can build whatever you want, not just a house, but a whole city and a kingdom. And you can spawn all sorts of vehicles, all sorts of animals to be your mounts. You can ride them around, or they could just be little pets that follow you. I enjoyed the game a lot when I played it. The way it's set up, if you've ever played the Lego games, they have those golden bricks, that are hidden on each level, and you got to do certain stuff with different characters. Well, the way this game works out is you just got to find them throughout the world. Sometimes people give you quests like, hey, can you help me build this? Or do you have one of these for me? Or, this person's stuck on this lava bridge. Can you build something so he can cross? And it's just really unique, and you quickly start to build your collection of gold bricks, and once you get to 100 gold bricks, that's the biggest size world that you can spawn. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm at like 93 gold bricks or something like that, so I'm almost to the 100. I'm almost to the biggest ones. But I don't know, man. The gameplay is kind of buggy right now just because it's a new game, and I really give that game a lot of slack because it was only $30 when it came out, and there's no reason why this isn't like a normal Lego game. Those are like $60 normally, right? Like they're not cheap. They're normally
I think they're
full
AAA. Yeah, AAA titles. I also feel like part of the reason with that is because they're usually themed around stuff that's super popular already.
Yeah, this one is just their own kind of deal.
What's going on? This was two things I kind of got to bring up. You think that the cross-platform multiplayer thing with Xbox and PlayStation, is that just some fake thing going around all the time.
It's interesting you bring that up, Edwards, because me and England were talking about this a couple days ago, and because I seen an article on Facebook about Rocket League being the first game that's going to promote cross-platform between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And I said to him, I was like, "Is this true, man?" And he's like, "Well, even if it is, it's not like we're going to be able to set up parties and play in a party, and talk to each other." And it's like, you're fucking right, dude.
Yeah, like you fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then me and Tyler were talking about it. Zach saying, I feel like there should be, since how consoles are fucking essentially pretty much low end computers. I don't see how they don't have, or I don't see how there isn't like a third party that's creating like an app on each system that can make like Skype, not Skype itself, but like a party where you can join. Let's say you guys start a party and we can all three of us can join it, but from separate consoles. So I could be playing I could be playing MLB The Show and you guys could be on Overwatch still, but we're still in a party chat. I don't see how that's not a thing, because you're not trying to sell your Xbox and you're not trying to sell your PlayStation. You're just joining them.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised right that's not a thing. It might not be possible, honestly. That's probably why it hasn't been invented.
Yeah, it might be like something like that where, after reading that article, remember they were saying it would have to be from this point on up to the developers whether or not they wanted to integrate cross-platform play. But that's not saying anything to, hey, I want to invite my PlayStation 4 friend or my friend who's on PC. I want to invite them to a party and just talk to them, like you're saying, and play, while we're playing Overwatch, you play the show. Yeah. Like, why is that?
I don't see how is that not, that can't be impossible.
I'm trying to find if there's on Reddit, people are saying that imbalances due to input devices. Microsoft tried out cross-platform play between PC and console with Shadowrun, and it was a disaster. Keyboard and mouse players have a significant and inherent advantage over controller users. And then see that. Policy enforcement, Sony can't take action against a Steam user being abusive towards a PSN subscriber. And then same thing with Microsoft, they can't do anything to a PlayStation subscriber. And then population leverage. Sony can leverage its 50+ million install base to sell more consoles and PSN subscriptions. It comes down to money, and they don't want to do it because it might be shit performance, which makes sense. And it's always money that drives everything.
All right, well, you know what?
So it'll probably never happen.
How about we don't play with PC? How about we just console it up with our console brethren?
Yeah.
Since we're low-life scum anyways, right, with our shitty consoles. I think that it really wouldn't be that much of an issue, especially now. It's not like PlayStation 3 where it had no party feature. PlayStation 4 has a party feature. I mean, how hard would it be?
It was updated into PlayStation 3, but it was so fucking shit.
PlayStation 3 had a party system?
I think it was updated late into it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's embarrassing. Well, I mean, who would know that party chat would be such a big selling point too?
Yeah.
Dude, after that, dude, the whole all lobbies were like dead pretty much. I mean, there's still people going in lobbies with mics and stuff, but not like it was.
It's weird, man. I never, if I'm playing a multiplayer game and none of my friends are online, I don't have my mic plugged in. I'm using my headset, but I don't have my mic plugged in.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play. I've talked to you about it, Tyler. I'll play Battlefield 1, and I usually don't play that game without my headset just because it sounds better. My headset's noise canceling, and then everything just sounds awesome in it. And I keep my mic on, and like I'll say stuff not to people, but like I'll just say something like "Eat my dick, you clown," or something like that. But no one like I've played. I don't play a shit ton of that game, but like I've played a lot, and like I've talked to one person in that game, and it was like the most shit conversation. Like he was talking to like his dog half the time, and like I don't understand. I think everybody's either, because I mean that's all squad based, but if everybody does have a mic, I'm assuming they're probably in their own party chat, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you know what, dude? Consider yourself lucky, because it's not like you have a console that came with this camera and a speaker device that was intended to be put right next to people's speakers, and it's like, why is this a mic? I'm just hearing bombs going off twice now. Like, this is annoying as fuck. Like, but I know what you mean of people not answering you. But the worst thing is those people with those Kinect mics that you're like, oh my fucking god, dude, that shit is horrible. Turn that off.
Yeah.
Like, hey, fuck you. This is all I got. And he's just like yelling from across the room. Like, oh my god, dude, please.
Like echoes.
I'm just trying to play with my friends here.
Stop making fun of me.
How can you hear me? I can't hear me.
I had to use that for like a little bit. Remember?
Not really, man.
Those things are terrible.
Oh yeah, I did. I busted his balls every day. Like I was like, come on, dude, you please just go to fucking Walmart right now, buy a mic, man, please. I can't deal with this.
Well, you remember,
it's hurting my head.
You remember those shitty ass mics that the 360 had? I think they came
ugly ass white things.
Yeah, those are shit, man. Ugly, they broke within like a week.
It's so ugly, dude.
It's crazy how like you look back at when we all were playing Call of Duty 4 and Halo and like how fucking different it is. Well, I mean, the only thing I guess it wouldn't be any different if we were all still playing Xbox, but it's just crazy.
Yeah,
because we weren't playing like anything else at the time. Because what year did Call of Duty 4 come out?
2007 or 8.
That was the year that my life. I was like, I'm addicted to video games.
That's what I told my mom when I was showing her.
And then it's like we're all listening to the last.
What?
No, you were saying like this. Were you showing your mom?
Oh,
or you're telling,
I was showing my mom the Switch yesterday when I got it, and I was telling her, I'm like, you know how I know I play too much video games? Like I can pick this up and I don't even have to look down at the buttons on how to use it. Like I'm already using it like I've used it before. Like because essentially every video game, the buttons in their position are usually going to be the same.
Well, that's how you know it's a good console, right? If it's got a good, comfortable feeling.
Well, it wasn't the feeling. It was just I know what button's going to continue me. I know what button's going to take me back. I know you just hold it. I already knew where the buttons were at because I've played enough Nintendo. They're all essentially the same. I've played PlayStation. I've played Xbox. So, if I pick it up and someone says, oh, yeah, you need to aim down the sights holding L trigger, or you need to throw a grenade, throw an RB, I don't even have to look at it. I know exactly where it is. This one's weird because it's like ZL. Like there's, I don't know what a ZL is, but when they show me it, I know exactly where it's at because I can just put my finger there. But yeah, like I just picked it up and I'm like, all right, this is easy because it's just a typical Nintendo console. It's just a handheld console. I haven't hooked it up to my TV yet, though. I'm kind of I'm hesitant. Yeah. I'm hesitant on that because there's a huge delay from what I've heard. Like when you're playing the game, it's delayed. There's like what the fuck's the word? Well, I guess delay is the word, but like there's like a weird
input delay, like an input lag.
Yeah, like there's like a lag from your console to it. So it was actually Funhouse. They were talking about on their podcast. They were saying that playing Zelda on it through the switch to the TV was kind of hard, just because the delay was kind of throwing them off. I'm hoping there'd be an update that fixes it. There's been a couple updates already for it for the Zelda. I don't know if that would be Zelda itself or the system, but I do have to try it eventually because it'd be cool to play it on my TV and I have like the little tiny controller and I'm just lounging. I'll probably try it like tomorrow or something.
I've never seen Chris or them play it on the TV either. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to play on the go.
Yeah, that's the one thing that definitely sold it to me because you can take off the side controllers. And then you can prop the screen up so you can like lean back while you're holding the controllers, and the screen can be on like a table in front of you. And a guy at my work was showing me that, and he was just showing how you slide off the handles. I'm like, this thing's fucking sweet. I'm like, he didn't even have to show me a game. I'm like, this is really cool. And then the setup with the TV, I think it seems like a lot of work because I think you have to put it in its dock, then you got to hook the HDMI to the dock. And then I'm not sure what else you have to do after that because I haven't tested it. But, I don't know. I mostly got it because of the handheld compactedness of it. Because definitely playing something like Mario or Pokemon would be perfect with like it getting late at night. I just lie in bed and I'm just playing it there.
What if they just announced a first-person Pokemon finally?
I don't know if I'd like that. That'd be weird. I am excited though to see if there would be Pokemon on the Switch. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get another drink though.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna go get one too. So we'll have a quick intermission. I'm gonna pause it.
All right. All right, guys. So switching gears here a little bit, let's talk about some films that we have seen lately. Logan. I don't know his opinion on it. What do you guys think of it?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was totally different than what I thought it was. Obviously, just seeing Wolverine, you think it's going to be something. But it's just Logan.
You thought it was going to be like PG-13 corny or something?
No, nothing like that. No, by the trailer, it looked badass.
It's definitely one of my favorite X-Men movies that I've seen in a while. I don't know though. It was very interesting to see it for the first time like that, where that's truly how Wolverine would be, right? Like a brutal killing machine, just ripping people to shreds, and we never really see that until now. Oh, excuse me.
That's the one thing. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say too. I think it's the first time it's like you can truly show the character of it, and Hugh Jackman said that he would only do the character if they could do more of that, right? Or is that just a rumor?
Nah, I think he said he's just officially done. From what I've heard with the plans on getting him in a Deadpool film, I know he's just saying he's done.
Oh man, so
that would be rated R. So I think it's just that he's probably sick of doing it since 2005 or whenever the first one he did.
Yeah, but I mean, with Deadpool, it would be something completely new.
Patrick Stewart said he would be up for being in it, which would be pretty fucking cool. But,
yeah.
Like you said, though, how they're showing the true Wolverine. That's one thing that always kind of bothered me with Batman is how the whole Christopher Nolan thing kind of what's the word? Like not desensitized, but like jaded. I guess jaded. That like how he's like he's no kill, and the whole thing with the Dark Knight is Joker's trying to get him to kill, and he's saying you have to break your one rule and shit like that. If you read the comics that unfortunately the shit Batman versus Superman's about, what did we find out? That was Alan Moore that did that?
I believe so.
That Batman is dark as shit. Like he straight up kills people. Like I remember when I was reading it, the first because I think it takes place when everybody like way after when Batman was done. Done doing his run and watching over Gotham. So it was years after that, and it's to the point where people don't even believe he exists anymore or have ever existed or some shit like that. I forget. But then there's like reported sightings of him at like just random places where like gang members are at and stuff like that. And there's a scene where he breaks into like a warehouse after these guys, I think, kidnap someone or just some random shit where there's a bunch of criminals around. And he like breaks through the window, grabs a guy that's holding like a light machine gun, and he fucking grabs it and just starts shooting other dudes with it. Like just straight up, like you're like, okay, they're dead.
Is there Batman bullets in that don't have?
Yeah, there's knocking people. There's beanbags.
Is there like some kind of Wayne technology that he slapped on there that makes the bullets shoot phasers to stun?
Tasering everyone. But that comic definitely showed the brutality of him, and then that's one thing that I can say Batman versus Superman got. I know we weren't talking about that originally, but just it brought that to my mind. But they got the brutality of that spot on, because just watching the fighting scenes in that movie, it's brutal. That's the one thing that Zack Snyder trumps Christopher Nolan is. Whoever Christopher Nolan's fight choreographer is or whatever, it's shit. the fighting scenes in that movie don't make sense half the time. And if you ever rewatch it and watch the scene where Batman and Bane meet each other again out in the street where all the cops are fighting each other, if you watch first of all, the fight between Bane and Batman is just straight up dumb. Like they're just like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. It's not how you would picture fucking Batman and a jacked supervillain fighting each other. Not even if it's like same. I mean, I know he's trying to be realistic with it because Bane's not anything like that. But the fighting just doesn't make sense. And then you watch the background of the cops fighting either the criminals or whatever. They're like so blatantly not hitting each other. It's really weird. It's like, it's just bad watching it. And I think there's actually a scene. I remember seeing a video where there's two cops fighting each other. Like in the background, it's like circled. And it's like two cops hitting each other. And you're like, okay. But
all right, everybody get ready on set. Everybody pick your partners.
But that's one. I guess we can circle back around. That's one thing Logan had was the fighting scenes were brutal as fuck, and watching especially the scenes where Hugh Jackman's getting the shit beat out of him. It's like it's hard to watch it because you're like, this guy is like you're like, fucking do something, dude. Like you're getting your ass beat.
Yeah, that was tough to watch.
Yeah,
that this classically known badass hero to just to get beaten down like that. But fucking 23, she was a bad little bitch too.
She was awesome.
Just like ripping people to shreds, like fast as hell. Like it definitely Wolverine's kid, if there was ever one. And I thought that whole relationship dynamic with them was like that was perfect to me. I thought it was a little long in the tooth for me, right? I don't know about you guys. It was kind of long, but it was great too.
But that's one thing that I think saved it was
the ending.
Not saved it. It doesn't make sense. The length saving it. The ending was awesome. But if you look at what was it? It was Batman versus Superman was like 2 hours and 50 minutes or something like that. And then one of the Avengers was really long too. Wasn't the first one like 2.5 hours? Yeah, the first one was 143 minutes. Those movies I think are too long. Well, the Avengers was okay. The thing with Logan is I think the running time is okay because it's a superhero movie, but I mean it's the superhero aspect of the movie almost seems secondary, and it seems like you're watching a drama about Wolverine rather than you're watching a superhero movie about Wolverine just aging and dying. If that makes any sense. Like, so you're like, I don't know. It's just, it didn't seem like, there were some parts where it seemed kind of slow and dragging, but the way they were explaining everything was really, I think, well done and saved it.
I saw I was watching a video about, the I'm going to get it wrong, the Winchester place where all the mutants stay.
Oh, yeah.
Blew up and whatnot.
Fucking Professor X's school.
Xavier's,
his school.
Xavier Students Institute.
Yeah, his place. It was either I think it was either he had a seizure, probably blew him up, or I think the guy was trying to say in the comics, possibly Wolverine had did it. I think it was in the comics Wolverine had did it. And he was just
that's like alluded to in the movie. I think what was.
Someone made it look like it was something else.
Yeah, and, but I think in the movie they were hinting at that because how Hugh Jackman was kind of exiling Patrick Stewart in that weird place in what was it, New Mexico or wherever the hell they were at. I think there was a certain point in the past when he was getting his bad seizures that he had one that killed a bunch of X-Men. I think that's what they were hinting at. And then I think you might be right about either Wolverine also killing someone or the comics where he was like brainwashed. I think he was brainwashed and killed a lot of people in the comics.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But yeah, but what was cool though, that's one of the things that I keep seeing that people praise about it is it didn't just flat out tell you the story and it didn't just flat out give you why this is happening and this is why the person's acting the way they are. Like the people weren't speaking their minds like all the other two-dimensional superhero movies they usually do. But overall, I think I would put it as probably maybe the number one Marvel film. Definitely the best X-Men movie.
Definitely best X-Men movie.
Yeah, my opinion.
I enjoyed Deadpool a lot, though. I'm really excited for
that's
Deadpool
exactly
too.
what I was thinking. That's why I didn't want to say number one, because that movie was just one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
No, like, it's like I've never seen a superhero movie like that. Like, that was just perfect, man. Like, Colossus and Deadpool was just, they were perfect together, man. Like, every scene. Like, I love that Russian accent. And wait, who played Colossus?
They had two different people play. They had a guy doing the physical, and then they had a guy doing the voice. I don't know who. I think the guy that was doing the physical was just a
nobody,
like a stunt man or something like that. The guy doing the voice, I pretty sure I know for a fact isn't Russian. Let me look it up.
It's a stereotypical sounding Russian accent.
Yeah, I think so.
It's actually that guy from YouTube, the Russia guy, the FPS Russia guy.
Yeah, the guy, it's Stefan Kapicic, which does sound close to Russian, but he's actually
Ukrainian.
Oh, well, hold on. I might be wrong. He's from West Germany, but he's Montenegrin, which I think is Slavic. Yeah, it is Slavic. So, yeah, he's close to Russian.
Yeah, he's close enough. Stone's throw away.
Yeah. But what I loved about that movie when he met up with Colossus and he had the little girl with her and she told her his name, and he's like, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. He's like, that is the coolest name. I'm pretty sure he was making fun of her. But he's like, that is the coolest name I've ever heard.
Oh my god. I was laughing so hard too whenever we came in and we were sitting down and we caught the Deadpool 2 trailer, and he's like, you know, everything's happening and he hears the guy getting mugged, so he runs. What song was he listening to before he ran into the telephone booth?
Shoot. Was it that one or was it?
I can't remember. It was like such a gay song. I can't remember.
I don't remember. Oh, well, no. Yeah, I don't remember.
But you know, he's like changing and shit like that. I thought it was hilarious how like his fucking ass is like, you know, hanging out and shit like that.
Oh, you're talking about the Deadpool 2 trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, watch.
I already talked about the Deadpool 1 trailer.
It's like the full film's out.
I thought we were talking about the film still, but yeah, what's going on?
Regardless, he like comes out and he's like, "How the hell does everybody else do it so fast?" Yeah, it's like he's shot dead and stuff. But I'm really excited for that.
Oh, what about switching gears here?
Go ahead.
Justice League.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say DC films are kind of they're making me iffy, man. I don't know. Hopefully they can do them right. I want them to be right.
There's a lot of good vibes with the new Justice League though, because the Batman versus Superman, I think people were predicting was going to be shit because the trailer ruined so much of it. What they're doing good now is I think they're doing their best not to show much and spoil it, whereas the fucking Batman versus Superman trailer, they showed Doomsday, which is supposed to be like the main thing to show in the movie. In this one, Justice League is Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, Batman, and Superman. Batman and Superman are the main two people. We know he's going to be in it. We're glad they haven't shown it yet. In the trailer, at least. Yeah. They haven't hinted that Superman's coming back. They're just making it seem like, oh, it's just Ben Affleck and all of them. But you know for a fact he's going to come back.
I wonder how that's going to be, you know. What about Martian the Manhunter and all that? I'm really curious to see what they're going to look like on...
I can't wait for him myself either, man. He's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to do him, though, because I don't think it was for this movie, but way back then, like I think before... I think they were trying to do a Justice League movie before Christopher Nolan's Batman, or something like... When they were trying to give Darren Aronofsky the rights to do Batman, I think they were already planning Justice League like this. They had someone cast as Martian Manhunter. I couldn't remember who it is, but I don't think they're ever going to do him because I feel like they're too lazy. Because you'd either have to do constant makeup work for him. Yeah.
Well, they do that with...
Or then you would have to do CGI, which is just going to be fucking expensive as shit to have one of the main characters CGI'd the whole movie.
They have on that Supergirl show or something? Didn't he show up in a couple episodes?
That's right. Yeah, he is in that. I cannot force myself to watch that show. I don't know why.
I can't. I don't watch anything on the CW, man.
Chris tells me about him. He watches, Iron Fist and all that.
Right.
It's different, but
I did watch the first few episodes of the Flash TV show, and it was okay. The kid that plays him is good. I don't think I would ever I would never force myself to watch the 64 episodes that are out. Just because I wasn't that in. I mean, there's 3 seasons. I just wasn't that interested in it. It was cool, and I don't know. The lightheartedness of it was kind of gay. I have no other way to explain it. I just wasn't into the.
But that's the thing, man. Marvel's got this marketability to it. So why don't we adapt that to our model?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There is a picture here of David Harewood as Martian Manhunter and Supergirl. He actually looks kind of cool.
I'm actually gonna look that up myself too. I'm kind of curious.
But growing up, I don't think I had the comics I did have that he was in. He would be like secondary to like maybe like a Justice League or something like that. I never had anything about him, but I remember seeing him a shit ton in all the cartoons, and I always thought he was one of the coolest. Just because he's so different from everybody else.
I thought he had a cape and shit.
Yeah, he's got a huge cape. I don't know what the show's doing, so I can't help you. I can't help you with that. But I know, he's got a massive cape.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I can't help you with that. That's funny as fuck.
But he's definitely one of the more unique ones. I mean, they're starting to. Putting Cyborg into Justice League was super surprising to me. And now that they're also, 2019? Or actually, I think it's next year, they're doing a Cyborg solo film. And I'm like, of all the people that you would give a solo film to, he is not the one I would either expect. Not that I'm interested, but not interested.
The Wonder Woman one as well.
Yeah, the Wonder Woman one looks promising. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Wonder Woman. I'm starting to sound really sexist, but I wasn't interested.
No, well, I always thought she was dating like Superman and Batman. The marketing worked.
Yeah.
She was dating Superman. That's sexist.
What? How is that?
I thought she was just some bitch fucking Superman and Batman for the week.
She's plowing Chris Pine. And I think part of the reason why I found Cyborg weird is seeing him on Teen Titans and then seeing him now is just. I know that's a cartoon, but I don't think it's the most recent poster of Justice League. It's one of the. I think it's like the character posters that was like introducing them. Cyborg fucking looks like a transformer. Like it looks dumb as shit. And people were complaining about the Flash's armor. I didn't think his armor was that bad looking, but Batman and Aquaman look fucking sweet.
What about Power Rangers? You guys excited for that?
People said it was surprisingly not bad.
I like Elizabeth Banks. I think she's a pretty good actress.
She's in that? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, doesn't she play the main? Or no? What's the chick?
Is she the main villain?
Dad or something?
No, the chick. Who's the blonde girl from Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
No, yeah, that's Elizabeth Banks. You're right.
Yeah, well, she plays the evil lady in the film.
Oh, Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, I was like,
Bryan Cranston does the voice and motion capture for Zordon. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was like another thing. Fucking
Bill
Bryan
Hader?
Cranston.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, speaking of Bill Hader, have you watched a documentary now at all, Mr. Zach?
Damn it, I need to watch that.
What is it?
Documentary Now.
No, what is that?
They do mockumentaries on IFC, but it's Bill Hader.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
And Fred Armisen, Portlandia.
Yeah, I've seen previews for that. No, I never watched it.
Oh my god, dude, it's so funny. The second season just got added to Netflix, so you got a lot of good shit to get caught up on. But oh my god, man, Seth Meyers writes with him too. But the show is just fucking phenomenal. Yeah, I don't like him either. But some of these episodes that he wrote are very fucking funny, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
there's one now about.
I don't like him as
but
like.
the whole thing is
when he's doing stuff.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I don't like him when he's doing stuff. I don't mind him if he's writing.
Yeah.
Like Judd Apatow.
No, I
You're gonna grow up to be a great writer. Isn't that something you said?
Right. That would be hilarious. But I think that Fred Armisen and Bill Hader are just such good actors, and the way that they pull these off, and the whole gag of the show is, they're based on actual documentaries, and they just, I think the term would be exacerbate them, to an extreme.
Sure.
And it's hilarious. It's fucking funny. You should watch it, man.
Yeah, I suck.
Me and Edward have already watched the first season. Sorry, go ahead.
Together, naked?
Well, not naked.
Well, we're not queers. But yeah, I suck at watching shows. I really do. Like I always
fail the pop quiz at the end.
I can never get the password right.
Dude, I never really watch shows on my own as well. Like it's not cool to me. It's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the reason. I just I keep up with Walking Dead only because I've watched it since season 1. But like Tyler knows, I fucking bitch about that show because it's shit.
I haven't watched it in so long. Is Rick dead?
No.
Dude, I have not seen. I watched the first 2 episodes of this newest season. I just need to watch them on.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you binge watching Walking Dead is 10 times better than waiting week to week because there's 26 episodes and chances are you're getting 3 good ones out of it, and they're not going to be consecutively. So you want to muscle through the shit ones so you can just jump right into another one. Whereas
I never actually realized that that's what it was, but I remember like when me and Ginny wanted to get caught up on Walking Dead, or we were trying to. And it was like one of those things where it's just like watching it back to back to back. I'm like, man, this is really good. Why did I ever stop watching this?
Yeah. But then when you're waiting week to week, you watch an episode and it's complete shit. So you have to sit on that shit for a week.
They're just fucking planting flowers and shit.
Yeah, god damn, like what the fuck?
One zombie gets killed the whole episode.
That was an hour episode and they were burying someone the whole time. Yeah. It's so stupid. I mean, that's really how it is. They did. No, I shit you not. I'm pretty sure it's this most recent season. It was episode like 2 or 3. They did a whole episode on a minor female character that I wasn't even aware was still alive, and she found like a separate. She found like a separate community that she hung out with for the whole episode, and I'm like, who gives a shit?
Was it a group of girls?
Yeah, it was all females. The whole community was all females. I'm like, this was literally one of the worst episodes I've ever watched.
That's why I hated it so much.
But they were...
Damn it, back to the sexism.
There was a little something at the end. They were trying to...
I don't even remember.
They were going to kill her like after the show.
Oh, right, yeah, they wouldn't let her leave.
To let her in.
Yeah. But even then, first of all, it's a minor character that I'm pretty sure I'm not.
I got that.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that forgot she was still alive. But the fact that they spent so much time on a minor character that no one really even cares about it's stupid.
Trying to make you care, man.
They can't force me, man.
That's who's writing for the show. To make you care, man. Like, well, you failed. Okay, you failed.
You fucking suck.
Kill her off next episode.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's getting to the point, though. The show,
someone
like when you want everyone to die off except Rick. That's how I feel.
Is Daryl still alive?
Yeah, I have a feeling that this coming season, this next season when it starts up October, because that's when all the full-out war comes with Negan. I have a feeling he's going to be one of the ones that dies. One of the people that dies.
Isn't there a writer's strike going on? Or isn't there supposed to be one?
I am not sure, but I'm pretty sure this coming season's already been filmed.
Ooh.
So I'm sure they can just release it anyway. I'm sure they already have like 2 seasons filmed ahead. It's like, oh yeah, it's being renewed for season 8. Like you probably filmed it 2 years ago.
Yeah, we had everything done in 2013.
Yeah, when the show was announced, we filmed like 200 episodes. I mean, that's how you do it, though. If you have the budget at the time,
why wouldn't you?
Might as well just bang them all out.
You must allow as much episodes as possible.
Just tired on set every day.
This is a job. This isn't fun anymore.
Oh, do you remember?
Be a zombie.
Yeah, right.
Do you guys?
Can I get a little bit more life out of you, even though you're dead?
It's like I'm sleeping over here. Do you guys remember? You guys remember Carol from it, right? The dykey bitch. And you remember like the first like season 2 and 3, they spent like the whole season looking for her. The daughter, sorry. Her daughter.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen her daughter now?
No.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life. There's a reason I don't think it's like officially announced, but I'm trying to find her name for you guys. But there's like a lot of speculation on why they killed her off so early is because she was like aging too fast. Like physically aging too fast. I can't fucking find her. What was her name? Sophie? Oh, there it is. So her name is Madison Lintz. She is... How old is she? Because, what's his name? The kid that plays Carl. Remember that?
He's 15... No, I don't know. I was trying to think. So he's 37.
And he plays a 10-year-old or whatever. So she's 17. She looks like she's like 25. Where's he at? Chandler Riggs. He's 17 and he looks like he's 14 still. So I think that people were, because there was in the comics there was I don't think it's anything yet because I'm not completely caught up, but there's a lot of like hint at like kind of like a relationship between them or like they're interested or something like that, and they were afraid to do that in the show because she would look so much older than him, and she does. And that's what people were saying why she was killed off. I felt like it was just stupid. Not stupid, but just a decision.
Yeah, but I mean, it was
taking
kind of
different directions from the comics anyways.
Yeah, I mean...
A lot.
There's a lot of weird shit. Like, I don't know if you've seen it yet in the show, Zach. I don't know how early on they showed it, but fucking Rick and Michonne are a relationship in it.
Yeah.
And I'm not even offended. Not offended. I'm not even bothered by the. I'm not even bothered by the interracialness of it. I'm bothered by how their relationship is, especially their relationship.
Those two characters don't seem like they would get together.
Yeah, it's weird. They're like brother and sister, and then in the comics, it's even more so. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Like it bothers me.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird, but.
But I mean, that's the. I think the issue with it is I'm expecting because Game of Thrones took such a huge turn from the books as well. But everybody that's read the books and seen the show's way beyond the books now because the fucking George R. R. Martin takes 20 years to write 3 pages. He told them the ending though, so they know what to write to. They say everything in the show is better than the books. And I believe it too because the books, honestly, they get worse and worse. The first 3 were awesome. Wait, no. Which one was the third one, Tyler? Was that Feast for Crows? Was that
Let's see.
The red
Storm
one?
of Swords?
Okay, the first 3 are amazing. A Feast for Crows, which I think is...
Book 4.
But wait, no, hold on. I'm confused.
That's the one I'm on.
Right. What's the one before that? Dance with Dragons? No.
Clash of Kings?
Clash of Kings. Hold on, let me look at them. So, Storm of Swords, that's a good one. Yeah, Feast for Crows. It's the red one. That one
is the one I'm on right now.
Okay, how far into it are you?
I'm going to have to restart it.
Okay, that book is boring as shit. And from what I've heard, I haven't read anything after that, but A Dance with Dragons I don't know anything about, but people are saying that like it's just there's so much bullshit in the books that he doesn't even need to be talking about. Like Feast for Crows, I think every single point of view is of characters that no one even wants to hear about, other than I think Samwell Tarly is a POV, and I like that character.
Can't stand
fat ass. But I've always wanted to watch the show, but I wanted to finish all the books. But I kind of came to accept that he's never going to finish the books before the show finishes. But I also don't have HBO anymore either because my brother's subscription ran out. But who knows? I watched the first 2 episodes. First two episodes were cool, and well, I mean, I thought. I mean, I only got a glimpse of it, so I don't know much about it. But like, I know for a fact because I've seen other like Emilia Clarke, the girl that plays Daenerys Targaryen. She's a shit actress, and she plays one of the most. She plays like one of the most important main characters. And then I don't like fucking Kit Harington, the guy that plays Jon Snow. He has the same fucking crybaby face in every scene. And Jon Snow's a badass. Like, he shouldn't be bitching and crying. At least not all the time. But it's whatever.
No, I know what you mean. But maybe we should wrap this one up. Shut her down. You want to do one next week, though? I know. Maybe we should fuck it. Maybe we say right now we commit next week, next Tuesday, we'll do another episode.
Well, we can record one tomorrow and release it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or just whenever we're available.
Yeah. All right then. All right, guys. Hit us up later. Subscribe, like the video. Have a good one.
Thank you.